Hello everybody! With the brand new Incredibles movie heading to the big screen in the next 6 months or so, let's take a look back at the first movie and things you never knew about it. Because let's be honest, 6 months is a long time to wait. Believe it or not, writer-director Brad Bird did not impress the box office with his featured directorial debut, 1999's The Iron Giant. But partnering up with Pixar worked wonders for his next film, 2004's The Incredibles. Here's 10 surprising facts about The Incredibles. Original name. The Incredibles is a 2004 American computer animated superhero film written and directed by Brad Bird, produced by Pixar Animation Studios and released by Walt Disney Pictures. The film follows a family of superheroes who are forced to hide their powers and live a quiet suburban life. But did you know that the original name for the film wasn't The Incredibles, but instead The Invincibles? Which do you think is better? Early ideas. Brad Bird, the writer and director, first had the idea for The Incredibles back in 1993, although Bird didn't pitch the story until 7 years later when he went to Pixar in March of 2000. I'd known Pixar founding member John Lasseter for a long time, and I reconnected with him after I saw Toy Story because I was so dazzled by it, he told the AV Club. It's amazing to see just how long it takes for one of these movies to come to life. From conception to the big screen often takes over a decade. Simple techniques. Known as Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl and their children Violet, Dash, and baby Jack Jack are, of course, as we all know, a suburban family. However, when recording the voiceovers for the film, Brad Bird, writer and director, made voice actor Spencer Fox run laps in the studio to create an authentic, out-of-breath voice for Dash. Who would have thought that big-hitting animation studios would be using such simple techniques in creating a blockbuster like The Incredibles? Impossible to make. Bird was told the film would be nearly impossible to make. We were told it would take 10 years and cost $1 gazillion by people who are very smart, Bird said in 2005. The budget ended up being a far smaller $92 million, which is surprising because most animated blockbusters like this often go over budget. But even if it did, I'm sure they wouldn't mind too much as the film grossed over $633 million at the box office. Edith Head. This woman you've probably never heard of because, to be honest, we hadn't, although Edith Head was an American costume designer who won a record 8 Academy Awards for Best Costume Design and managed to get a job as a costume sketch artist at Paramount Pictures. This, believe it or not, is the inspiration for the character Edna in the movie, a very short, half-Japanese, half-German fashion designer known for calling everyone darling. Authenticity. You might not think a lot goes into a movie like The Incredibles, but the truth is it takes an incredible amount of time. Years, in fact. Even the voice actors and actresses go through a lot of training before recording. Holly Hunter, the voice of Helen Parr Elastigirl, learned military flight terminology to give that one flying scene its authenticity. Longest movie. The Incredibles used 4 times as many locations as any other Pixar movie. It also featured 781 visual effects shots, and at 121 minutes, The Incredibles was the longest Pixar movie to date. Also, the 14-year gap between the first film and sequel is the longest waiting time between a Disney Pixar film and its sequel. Pizza Planet Truck. It's the only Pixar movie without the Pizza Planet truck. Bird was asked why The Incredibles would be the only film in the Pixar family to not have the studio's iconic Easter egg that started with Toy Story, only to say he didn't ask any animators to put it in there, but that doesn't mean someone didn't sneak the truck into one of the sets without his knowledge. And who's to say that the upcoming Incredibles 2 movie won't feature the all-famous Easter egg? A113. The A113 Easter egg definitely made it in. A113 is a classroom number at the California Institute of Arts where Bird and several others in the animation industry learned about graphic design and character animation. Bird was the first person to purposely drop in an A113 reference when he did so on the 1987 TV show Amazing Stories. It has since been in every episode of The Simpsons Bird worked on, as well as every Pixar film. In The Incredibles, Mr. Incredible has a meeting in conference room A113, and he's later held on level A1, cell block 13 on the island. The sequel. A few years after the first Incredibles movie was released, it was said the sequel was going to be due for arrival sometime in 2019. And well, we all know that since the first teaser trailer for The Incredibles 2, the movie seems to be far ahead of schedule. It appears that we'll be seeing the animated film almost a year before they thought we would. Good news for everyone. For all you Incredible fans out there, we hope you liked the video, and if you did, make sure to support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.